What's happening, party people? Happy Motivate Monday. I wanted to talk to you about controlling the controllables because I got some good feedback on a recent post and I got some compelling DMs about it as well. And I was just talking about choices that we can make in our lives. And, when you're in the thick of it, in the throes of the pursuits of your life, better health and well-being, stronger relationships, more fitness, more income, securing that next position, getting the promotion, building your business, being a great steward, being a great contributor, if it's in the church space or your spiritual space. Any of the things that you're wanting to pursue, control the controllables. What can you control? And not for the sake of manipulating outcomes, but for the sake of how you choose to show up and the impact that you want to create. And that comes from the choices that you make. And the post for me was a very telling thing. I was just speaking. I felt compelled to share what I shared, but the responses were very powerful to me, because I talked about when you love someone, you have to choose to love them. Love is not a feeling, because feelings are fleeting. Feelings come and go. There's highs and lows and everything in between. And a lot of times people, they mistake love for feeling, instead of understanding that love is about choice when you're in a relationship. Of course, you love your kids, that's different. You love your family members, that's a little bit different. When you choose to love the person that you're with, even in spite of themselves, even though they may not be in their best place, maybe they're going through dark times, maybe they're not emotionally available, maybe they're completely distracted, and it's going to be that way for a while and you don't know. But you choose to love them regardless, because that's how you're choosing to show up. That's controlling the controllables, but you're not trying to manipulate outcomes. You're just making a commitment to yourself to show up the way that you want to show up in this dynamic, okay? That's the power of choice. That's the power of the controllable. And one of the things I talked about in the post was the reason I believe so many people end up in divorce and going from relationship to relationship to relationship is because they're chasing feeling, they're chasing that high, they're chasing that feel good thing. And I was completely transparent. I've made many mistakes in my own journey. So when you understand that it's not about the buzz, it's about your values and your principles, it's about your commitment, and then you choose, in spite of all of the most dire circumstances, most challenging situations that you may be in, this is often when your relationship is going to be under the most attack, under the most scrutiny, under the most susceptible to outside negativity or toxicity. And that's when you really have to show up with so much love coming out of you and coming out of your heart and your spirit that it makes you feel good just to show up that way, regardless. And this was something that I learned from our first lady, Michelle Obama, and she talked about how she and Barack have been together, over decades, because they embraced love and made that choice. And even though they had a bad year or two in their relationship, they continue to show up with that love and commitment. And I'd never heard anybody say that before. Like, I've never heard anybody say, yeah, we had a couple of years that were really crappy. And of course it happens. We all know it happens, but it's hard to find people to be that transparent. So when you're pursuing things, if it's your fitness, control the controllables. You can control what time you get up. Are you going to work out? Are you going to go to the gym? Are you going to be disciplined? That's all within your control. You can control what you put into your mouth to eat in terms of your body. 80% of your workout is in the kitchen. That's within your control. You can control how you show up for your work. You're going to show up with a great attitude. You're going to be early. Are you going to put in the best effort? Are you going to give it 110% every single day? That's within your control. I can't control who says yes and who says no to what I'm selling. I can control how I show up and how I convey the message of what I'm selling. 100% within my control. Let me focus on that. Let me focus on my effort. Let me focus on my activity. Let me focus on my consistency. Let me focus on my discipline. And it translates in every facet of my life, my personal life, my relationship life, my spiritual life, my financial life, my career life, my fitness life, my health life, my family life. It's all connected when I focus on controlling the controllables. And I want to encourage you to do the exact same thing too, because it's within your control. So make great choices and make a powerful week.